You can't be a star and not be a star. You gotta have some umph about you. You gotta be a little selfish, not in a bad way, right? Not in a very narcissistic way where you're putting yourself above people, where you're harming others so that you get the advantage in some situations. And, don't go to that extent. But you do need to be selfish. You do need to believe, not that you are above other people, but that you are capable of what most people are not. You are capable of the impossible, right? You are capable of more than the average man can achieve. You need to be selfish in that way because you truly cannot be a star by not being a star, right? You have to believe in yourself to a point where you become selfish, where you love yourself a little too much, right? But not dipping into the bad, evil way, right? In just like shitting on other people for no reason. You need to do it not so you can put other people down, but so you can lift yourself up, right? On a completely just disregarding everybody else, right? You need to be selfish so you can become a better person. You just need to give yourself the time. If you spend so much time trying to appease other people, right, you're going to change who you truly are. You're going to lie to other people, right? You're going to change who you are around others, whether it's to maintain friendships, to maintain relationships. And the more you pretend to be somebody who you don't want to be and who you are truly not, then you are going to become that person and you are going to forget who you truly are. That's just a fact. If you don't want to forget who you truly are, then you need to be who you truly are. You need to be honest with everybody. If somebody doesn't like your opinions, if somebody doesn't like the way you do things, they can fuck off, right? Don't hang out with those people. It's doing two things. When you're not being yourself, when you're switching up for people, right? One, you start to lose a sense of who you truly are. You start to forget, deep down who you are, who you want to be, who you are meant to be, right? And secondly, it does a disservice to everybody who's trying to find you, right? There are people out there that are trying to look for somebody who you truly are because they love your ideas, right? They love the way you do things. They love you for who you truly are. And the more you switch up around people, the more you act like somebody that you are not, then those people who truly love the real you are never going to be able to find you. And you need to be selfish. You need to get these people out of your life that force you to change who you are, even just a minuscule amount. Get rid of them. You need to be who you truly are 100%, so that the people who love who you are can find you. And there's like a bunch of people on this earth. It's going to be a lot of people who love you. It's going to be more who hate you, but that's fine, right? Everything I say is very broad, I think. There's more, it goes deeper, it gets more complicated. Do not be like an idiot and just like say the most, being yourself is being, a kind, generous, a person who spreads joy, right? A person who is happy, a person who, is just nice to people, right? Who's not like a dickhead. But if you're like saying, if you're being yourself and yourself is like not a good person, then maybe that's not truly who you are. Or maybe you're just screwed up, I don't know. But I feel like everybody's born pretty good. I feel like everybody has an innate sense to want to be happy, to want to lift others up, to want to just to spread kindness, to spread joy, right? And that's part of the reason you want to appease people so bad, right? You want to switch yourself up for different people. You want to change who you are because you want to make everybody feel happy, right? You kind of want to be a people pleaser and you want to make sure that everybody feels like comfortable around you and everybody's happy around you and that you spread. But that's just not going to happen. That's just not the nature of it. If you are who you truly are, some people you're just not going to be able to reach, right? But you can make a whole different audience happy, right? And you can spread your kindness to everybody, right? When you are who you truly are, maybe some people won't accept that, but do it anyway. Be selfish. Think, if I am truly who I am and I spread kindness, then everybody is going to accept it. When the reality is that not everybody might accept your kindness, right? Not everybody might accept your words, what you have to give when you are being who you truly are. But at least there will be a group of people who accept it 100%. and who completely support you and who are kind to you and who will lift you up while also trying to lift themselves up, who will believe in you, right? That's the thing. If you get all these fake friends, not even that they're doing anything wrong, it's you are just changing who you are for different people. And so these people are not truly your friends because they do not like who you truly are. And it's not their fault. They don't even know who you truly are because you're changing so much around them, right? That's just unfair to those people. You're making those people think that they found somebody that they love when you truly are just hiding parts of yourself around them, right? That's also unfair to them. So you got to be yourself, and you got to stop talking to and you got to stop making friends with people who just don't match who you are. Right? Not to say that you should find people who are better than you at things so you can grow, right? You should find people who have a little bit of conflict with you. Not like that, but like, you know, if you have an idea and it's shitty, a good friend is going to tell you it's shitty and help you do better. That's just how it is. If you try to appease people, then they're always going to be like, "Oh yeah, that's great," right? Because they're doing the same. But it's like you just need to be yourself, and you need to find people who can lift you up and tell you when you're doing something wrong and can help you do better. You need to be selfish in that way. You need to think that you are the shit. You need to believe that you are special. You need to believe that you can do the impossible and you will do the impossible and you will be special and you are unique, right? You do need to be a little selfish. I do believe that is what you need to do to make it. You can't be a star if you're not a star. You need to think like it. You need to act like it. You need to act like everything is going to go your way and everything will go your way. You need to truly believe in your heart that no matter how bad a situation may seem, that it's in the best interest to you that your life goes on this path, right? No matter how shitty times seem ahead, when you can see the end goal so vividly, right? And you want the end goal so bad. It's you when you're like rich or something, right? It's you. The end goal is just to be yourself, right? And maybe for you, you know, you want some cool cars, you want a big house, you want some money. Maybe you don't want that. Maybe you want simpler things. Maybe you can find the joy in some little things in life, right? I'll make a video of that later. But, you know, if you can see the end goal so vividly and it seems so nice, then you are correct. Shoot for it. Even if the journey may seem scary, right? There's a path. There's one path that leads to the person who you want to become. That leads to the future that you want, right? The path is guaranteed to get there eventually. Maybe you don't know how long the path is, right? Maybe you don't know what's on the way, but it will get you there. And so you must take the path without knowing some of the hardships that might come, or maybe knowing some of the hardships that might come, but you will get through them. You will get through them and you will reach who you want to become. The hardest part is starting. The hardest part is getting on that road, right? Is getting on that trail that leads to the top of the mountain that is the life that you want. And I promise you, the life that you want is not made up of material objects. It's going to be about how you feel. It's going to be about who you are, how you act, what you are. Right? Because if you are who you are, then the material objects and the environment and the big house and the cars and the money will come with time. That is just going to be something that comes after you act like that person, right? If you act like the person who has all these cool cars and has this big house and has the money, then you are going to get those things soon enough. You just need to become that person. You need to be selfish. You need to stop being fake around people. You need to just get rid of those people because they don't like who you truly are and it's not even their fault, right? You just need to stop talking to them. You need to be who you truly are, and it might be lonely for a while, but the people will eventually find you who will lift you up and who will help you on your journey to living the best life that you can ultimately. You do need to be selfish. You do need to believe that you just are the best and you will be the best. You need to believe you can do all these things. You need to believe you have been chosen to do all these things, to be so great. God has put these ideas in your mind because they are achievable. He would not let you think things that are impossible. I guarantee it. The dreams you have, the aspirations, the future for yourself, you can see so vividly. It's real. It's real. It's just just need to reach out and grab it. It's right in front of you. You can see it. You just need to get there. You just need to take it. You need to be selfish, and you need to go there, and you need to say, this future, this person, who I truly am, all of this, it belongs to me. I am the rightful owner of who I truly am. I am the rightful owner of my environment, right? Of my mind. I believe all these things, and it is all true. And I can do the impossible. You need to believe in yourself, truly. If you believe in yourself, you will be a little selfish, not in a bad way, but in a way that is going to work towards your advantage, and that is ultimately going to lift you up, but lift the people around you up, the people who truly believe and trust in who you are. I promise you. Be a little selfish. You cannot be a star, right, if you're not a star. Kanye's mom said that. It's on the song. It's on the song. You can.
So you think I come off too arrogant? No, come off just right because it's what's inside. Because you can't be a star and not be a star. You gotta have some oomph about you. Don't want to just go saying, "Oh, I'm just really not all that," but thank you anyway. Nothing like that. I'm not saying come off like that. I think the way you handle yourself is really